Hello, this is Guzalia Davis with the Smoke Out series, and today I have a very special guest from Virginia. His name is Dave Ashg. He's a hypnotist and actually smoking cessation specialist. Welcome, Dave. How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, doing very well. Thank you. Thank you. Yourself?
Very good. Thanks.
And thank you for inviting me for the interview.
My pleasure. So we'll start with the story you have to tell. I know you've been a smoker. This is how you quit with the help of hypnosis. So to everyone who doubts in the power of hypnosis, please tell your own experience.
Sure. I was a 3-pack smoker before I quit, and I quit 15 years ago in less than 45 minutes. He was a doctor, actually. He had 3 PhDs on different fields, and he was a hypnotist that he had been doing for 50 years. 45 minutes in his office, and I walked out. First off, before I walk out the office, I told him, Doctor, I wasn't hypnotized. And he laughed very confidently and tapped me on my shoulder and said, don't worry, you want to smoke. But here is my card in case that you need, you can always call me. I'm available 24/7. And he did book me for a second session. He said that was his policy, to have 2 sessions a reinforcer. And part of it was because of what they charged. I would be like, what, you charge me this much for almost $900 for 45 minutes? However, I walked out, and it's been 15 years that I haven't touched a cigarette, thanks God. So the second session, I wanted to kiss this guy's hand because I couldn't believe it. I thought he was a healer. He had some kind of a power, and he had a small crystal ball as a pendulum that he used. And I thought that crystal ball had some kind of energy. And I told him that. I said, I don't believe this because I wasn't hypnotized. I was hearing everything. I was very aware. He started laughing again. He said, no, I don't have any energy. I don't have any extra power. This is a science and art, and I actually teach it. If you're interested, I put you in the waiting list. I said, definitely. I'm definitely want to learn this. This is supernatural. To me, it was supernatural then. So to make a long story short, I trained with him for as long as I could, and he became kind of like a father figure to me. I loved him so much, and we kind of clicked. He was 87 years old then. We were friends for almost 10 years, and within that 10 years, he taught me bit by bit. He knew that I was a slow learner, I think. So bit by bit, he taught me a lot. And he always pushed me, encouraged me to take courses everywhere. Anywhere you hear that there is a seminar, somebody's teaching, you learn a little bit from each person, then you will be an expert. This is, of course, 14, 13 years ago. And in the past 14, 13 years, I've been really taking as many courses as I could. I've been studying with as many teachers that I was attracted to. They resonated with me. And I've been certified with a few different organizations, including the Institute of ARE, the Edgar Cayce's Institute in Virginia Beach, which is one of my favorite places to visit. As anybody who has heard about Edgar Cayce, he did all of his work in a trance state, in a state of hypnosis. So that was another thing that attracted me more into hypnosis, that, how could this guy just lay down there and close his eyes and give answers like you're talking to God, basically. Cayce was really that accurate in his readings, and the readings happened all in trance. And he got his own healing in a trance state with a stage hypnotist. So those things made me even more curious. And by the grace of God, I had a restaurant in Washington, D.C. when I met Dr. Ansari, who broke my 30 years habit of smoking. And I was smoking 3 packs a day. It wasn't a joke. For 30 years. Before I quit, It was a 3-pack a day. And 45 minutes with hypnosis, that habit was broken. So now with confidence, with the same modality that doctor broke my habit, I have a full money back guarantee that I can help anybody who wants to stop smoking, to stop smoking. I'm very expensive, yet I guarantee my work. If by any chance anybody who doesn't quit, he will not pay a penny. And that has been my policy. I've had more than 99% success. And this is, I believe it's kind of a dharma for me, and I really enjoy it, despite the financial gains. I have a very different kind of satisfaction when I'm able to free somebody from those invisible chains of addiction. I suffered from smoking myself. I can relate. Many, many nights I told myself, that's it. Tomorrow I'm not going to smoke anymore. What happened? Smoked a couple extra, because from tomorrow I'm quitting. Woke up, first thing in my mind was cigarette. I had 3-4 cigarettes in bed before I put my foot on the ground. So that is what made me become so fascinated about this art, this science. And like I said, now with confidence, I guarantee that anybody wants to stop smoking. I see people in person, and I do sessions on the phone now, not Skype yet. Guzalia is going to show me how to use the Skype, hopefully, and become up to date with the technology. But as far as hypnosis is concerned, yes, any negative habit that the person wants to break can easily be broken with hypnosis and replaced with the desired habit, whatever the client's desired habit is. It's as simple as turning on the light. The main thing is you decide and want to change. Yes. My long story in a nutshell.
Dave, would you give any tips to people who are ready to quit smoking? How to make your smoking cessation sessions the most effective? How to succeed?
You mean for somebody who has already decided they want to stop smoking? A couple of things that I have learned. I always ask my clients after the book to write down with pen and paper, not typing, not digitally, with pen and paper, their personal reasons why they want to quit, what will they gain, and what are the benefits, what are the damages that the smoking is causing to them, and make that list as big as possible, every single reason that they can. Think about why they want to quit, which, as you know, we utilize their reasons to customize the sessions to the client's need. Another thing that would help people, and some therapists are actually using, is to switch the hand. If you're right-handed, you smoke with the right hand, change your hand. Start doing that nasty habit with the other hand. You can consciously make that decision to switch hand. And one more thing is change the brand, because if you're used to the same brand of smoke, it tastes the same. When you change that taste too, it interrupts that pattern a little bit. So when you want to change a habit, of course, that pattern interrupt is important. And anybody can consciously do these 3 simple things: change their brand, switch the hand, smoke with the non-dominant hand, and make a list of what they'll gain and what they lose by stop smoking.
That makes sense. Thank you. All right. Just as many hypnotists out there, that many ways to do smoking cessation. So what's so special about your way? Would you share some trade secrets?
One of the things that I'm not religious, I'm a very spiritual person, but Jesus has taught that when 2 people gather in my name, there I am. I believe that when 2 people come together with the same intention, the same ideal, the same goal in mind, there is a different energy, different mental energy that comes into work and takes care of the problem and solves it. And that unity of the two vibrational frequencies between two people is what really creates that change in the phenomena of hypnosis. So that's my secret. The secret is that, yes, there will be a different energy when two people wholeheartedly join towards a change for good. Angels will be there too.
And I have another question, and you mentioned that too when you were telling your story. And in my own practice, happen all the time. People at the end of the session will say, I did not feel hypnotized. I don't think it's working. Would you share your opinion on that, please?
It is because we are so hypnotized about hypnosis to believe that it's a control, that the hypnotist have you under his control, you will be asleep, you won't know what you're doing. Unfortunately, Hollywood has done a huge disservice to this art and science by portraying it as a bad thing. A lot of people are scared of hypnosis. Meanwhile, the way I see it, we are not hypnotizing people. We are dehypnotizing them. We are waking them up from the hypnosis of the propagandas that has penetrated so deep into their subconscious mind of believing they can't. We wake them up to the reality of they can. And they tap into their own power. Nothing we do. It's just they're able to tap into their own innate power to bring the change about that they so desire and deserve.
Not to agree more with you. Yes, it's a very focused state of mind, more than anything else, right? People.
Absolutely. My technique is actually, I'm sorry to cut you off, I help people into a relaxation of body. I talk them into relaxing their body, what we call the progressive muscle relaxation, and help them to relax the thoughts in their conscious mind so that the subconscious will be more available for suggestions. And as we know, the subconscious mind is the root of all of our behaviors, the seat of all our emotions, feelings, actions, and we are creatures of habit. So once we get into that program part of the computer, this thing, then we can change that program easily, given that the person wants to change.
Well, our time is running short. I thank you for.
I thank you very much.